Hey, it's Matt, your card to the New England Roggenrola. Welcome back to Ubers. It is week 3. I am in my signature red t-shirt. And let's talk about the week 3. Spoilers for last week, 3-2-1. We also won. We are 2-0 in the season right now, but only with a +2 differential. We've won both games at 1-0. We should have won the last week like 3-0. I messed up the ESPATHRA sweep. We could have won the first week 6-0. I messed up the ESPATHRA sweep. But I almost said irregardless. That's not a real word. Regardless, this week we are taking on Coach Stal in the LA Kingdra. Stal is 1-1 right now with -2 differential with one loss, but coming off of a win against one of the really excuse me. Oh goodness. Off of one of the really scary teams, the Groudon Sun team. And Stal is a homie. So I'm very excited for this game. It is worth noting ESPATHRA is number 6 in the kill board right now, and it should be way higher. Anyway, let's talk about what Stal has. So his first round pick was Palkia, which is absolutely terrifying for my team, and I didn't really realize. Palkia is just a really beefy water dragon type. This Palkia doesn't have a good ability. It's like it gets pressure, but it's not item locked like the origin form is. And its stats are ridiculous. Defensively, 90 HP, 100 defense, 120 special defense is very good. Giratina has a lot better, but that's still very good. But then it has 120 attack, 150 special attack, but what's really great about it is that 100 base speed tier, which is outspeeding a lot of these really bulky or the really common Ubers. Paired with that, Stal got Great Tusk, which is actually what I wanted instead of Urshifu, which is unfortunate. Really bulky physically, offensive ground and fighting type, kind of like the physical version of Fluttermane, just not nearly as fast, and has some decent HP. Next is Heatran, which is very annoying for our team, and kind of the mon that we had to like build around the most this week. Fire and Steel type with the Flash Fire ability. This could be like defensive, like a Fizz Def check, trying to spread burns. This could be just like Specs with 130 base special attack, and Magma Storm's really annoying. Ogerpon this week probably could come, but I do doubt it. It is a pure grass type. It has a good ability in Defiant, so it kind of stops Defog. Rabombi, super annoying, right? Really fast, good typing, but sticky webs. That's what it's known for. Does have Regieleki. I don't think Regieleki comes against us. It's not super great, but it's like made out of paper. But 200 base speed. With 100 in both of its attack means a +1 ESPATHRA cannot outspeed it, which is crazy. Hisuian Zoroark. This is the mon of the game, I think. Normal and Ghost, it just does a number into my top 3 Pokemon. I can't hit it with Ghost type moves with Giratina, I can't hit it with normal type moves with Tropios, and I can't hit it with fighting type moves with Urshifu. Super annoying. It's 100% coming. I have no idea how to play around Zoroark. I've genuinely never done it in draft. Anytime I've played against like a Zoroark team, they didn't bring it. So this will be the first time, and it's almost guaranteed to come in my mind. Wrong order. We'll talk about Tornadus real quick. Fast, pure flying type. I do think it's going to come because it does really well. And we're pretty flying weak in this team. Terra King Gambit. Absolutely terrifying. One of the best Terra captains in the format. I am expecting Terra Fairy to come. It could be Terra Fire or it could be Terra Flying. I think it's going to be one of those 3, and we are able to cover for all of them. And then Freegraph, which I do not think comes. Looking at notes, I don't know if I have a ton this week. Stal doesn't have great hazard setters, just like us, but does have very solid spinners. In the Regieleki and the Great Tusk. Relatively very weak besides Heatran. I guess that's all the notes I had without spoiling my team. What I'm expecting Stal to bring is Palkia 100%, Great Tusk 100%, Heatran 100%, Zoroark 100%, and King Gambit 100%. I think all 5 of those are coming. If they don't come, I will be shocked. The 6th mon, I'm not sure. It could be Tornadus, which I feel like is the most likely bet. Could obviously be Rabombi for screens. Could be Regieleki to get Rapid Spin and still be able to hit Skarmory. I don't think it should be Ogerpon, and I don't think it could be Freegraph. Before we get into the team, if you like the videos, like and subscribe. I don't like saying that. There will be a timestamp in the description for when the battle starts if you don't like watching the team builder, but I think you should always watch the team builder. And we have made some transactions going into next week. I am not going to tell you what they are, but I will tell you who I'm dropping. We are dropping Hippowdon, unfortunately. We are dropping Arbok, unfortunately, but neither of them made a debut. And we are dropping Skarmory. We have already made these transactions. I'm not telling you who we're picking up yet, because I'll keep it a little surprise. But this will be... Skarmory is coming this week. This will be Skarmory's last week with us, and I will talk about why it kind of want to get there. Let's talk about first pick, though. ESPATHRA. Elephant with Terra Fighting, I think, is absolutely a win con this week. I never want to mess up an ESPATHRA sweep again. I messed it up twice now. This mon should have 1 billion kills, and I would never have to bring it again if I didn't want to. I want to. But I've kind of choked it. However, I have never seen a better ESPATHRA matchup depending. If I'm able to get Protects and Calm Minds and speed boosts up, if I'm able to boost the power of Stored Power comfortably, Psychic plus Fighting type coverage absolutely runs this team. Stored Power will hit Palkia, will hit Great Tusk for super effective, will hit Ogerpon, will hit Ribombee, will hit Regieleki, will hit the... what's it called? The Zoroark, will hit the Tornadus, and will hit the Ferrigraph. Terra Blast hits the Heatran and does not make contact, which is great, and hits the King Gambit before Terra. After Terra, it's a little bit different. However, being a fighting type, the only Terra that really scares me is Terra Fairy. And if he's Terra Fairy, I'm going to have to play around if I'm going to click the Terra option or not. However, if I'm going to click Stored Power or Terra Blast if they haven't terred. But 90% of the time I will be clicking Stored Power against an unterred King Gambit, because when I'm a fighting type, Dark and Steel type moves don't really bother me, and I do have a Citrus Berry to get my health back up. So we have 116 speed. At +1, that is outspeeding everything except for Regieleki, and at +2, that is outspeeding Regieleki. And then we put the rest in HP. ESPATHRA's kind of got a good HP stat. Next, Big Skarmory. So Skarmory, it is Painkiller's last week with us. I really like Skarmory as a Pokemon. I just feel like it was far too passive. I barely clicked any moves on it. It's been a great Rocky Helmet user, but I can put Rocky Helmet on any Pokemon, right? Skarmory does have a very specific role this week, though. It is here to check King Gambit. Brave Bird, Body Press, Iron Defense, Roost with max HP, a good amount of defense, we are plus defense nature, a solid amount of special defense, and 72 speed. There's a reason we have that. I didn't write it down. 72 speed outspeeds. What does that put me at? I like doing this live. It's so silly. 72 speeds puts me at 194 speed. 194 speed means... where's 193? What? I have no idea. Oh. 194 speed puts me above, like, a Heatran that's trying to speed creep a no-speed Skarmory. That's what it is. It's putting me above Heatran without any speed, or, like, an EV or two. That's what it is. Sorry. We do have Brave Bird. We have Brave Bird to hit the Elephant. I am just having a brain fog right now, guys. Apologies. It hits a Great Tusk. It also hits a Ribombee and the Ogerpon for a lot of damage. Body Press will hit the Heatran. It does make contact, but if I can get an Iron Defense up, that's kind of the thing here, right? If I know it's a slow, bulky Heatran, even then, if I'm in against Heatran, I will always have Sturdy active, so I'll be able to get a Body Press off. But this is really for the King Gambit with the Rocky Helmet. Even if it's Terra Fire, it's like a little scary, but I'm not too worried about it. That's an okay Terra I can deal with. Any of the other Terras, I'm kind of able to deal with it one-on-one, whether that means getting Rocky Helmet damage off on it, or getting Iron Defense Body Press damage off on it. And plus, Brave Bird does a decent amount of damage to like a Terra Fairy or Terra Fire version. Next, we got Black Wave, the Araquanid. Araquanid's kind of been awesome to use so far, at least in that week 1 game it was. So we're bringing back a very similar set, a Custap Berry set. This time, instead of Reflect, we have Endeavor, and instead of the special moves we're going physical. Going max HP, a lot of Spadaf, and a little bit of speed with a careful nature. Did I write down why I had the speed? I did not, but that's okay. I believe that it's here for a reason. Really, this is just one of my SPATHRA checks to the Palkia. Palkia is absolutely terrifying to me, but if I'm able to get health down, get a couple leech slice offs, and like kind of just like waste turns, and then get a Custap Endeavor off on something, I think, especially the Palkia, I think that will be hugely important to taking this game in a direction that's positive. Outside of that, we actually hit a ton of this team with Liquidation, and there's very little on their team that hits me for super effective damage. What does is like the Regieleki, which I am very specially defensive. If he does go like physical, it's annoying, but I will just wreck that thing with a Leech Life and get all of my health back, which is fantastic. And then Tornadus does not want to take a Liquidation. Next, back to the fun months. We got Giratina here. Giratina, I meant. Perdition is always back, of course. Obviously holding the Greasyish Orb and has Levitate. We are bringing a very especially offensive set this week. Max HP, not max special attack, but 136 modest, and then 120 SPADF. That I believe what that is that allows me to. I really should have written this stuff down. I promise that there's reasons for this thing. Oh, that means I am guaranteed to always live at least one spatial rend from a max special attack, modest, lustrous orb Palkia. There's zero way it can OHKO me if I am at full HP. And a Draco will absolutely OHKO in turn, even if it is max HP. If it's max HP, obviously we still can't outspeed it, which is kind of sad, but I'm not sweating it. So we have Draco for that. We have Earth Power for the Heat Train. It also does hit the Zoroark pretty decently well. We have Hex here, specifically if we're able to get Thunder Waves off on things like the Palkia, like the Heatran, slowing those things down to guarantee like a Skarmory outspeeding a Heatran, to guarantee a Giratina outspeeding a Palkia, I think could be very, very huge. And Draco Meteor just hits like an absolute truck with the Greasyish Orb. My number 5 here is Terapagos. This is our lead this week, and I know it doesn't make a ton of sense to have a lead Terapagos with like spins and boots and stuff, but I'm hoping to lead it and then be able to switch it out and come back in. Terra Storm, Earth Power, Calm Mind, Rapid Spin. This is a very Phys-Def set, a little bit of special attack. We are bold, so this is a very defensive team this week that has the ability to set up. So kind of the goal is lead it right. I'm not going to die in any one thing. If they want to set webs, I'm able to get rapid spins off and stuff. And I can just kind of start clicking Calm Minds. We have we don't have a way to heal ourselves, which is unfortunate, but we kind of have one in a minute. But if we're able to just like lead out early and get off a ton of damage, that would be really sick. Especially if we can get I need to get a rapid spin boost, a speed boost, because we need to outspeed the Great Tusk. That was the important thing. But Earth Power at +1 absolutely 2-Kos the Zoroark. It did have Dark Pulse on that at some point, but it really struggled to hit the Heatran. So Earth Power is able to do that with Terra Storm, pretty much hitting everything else. And then the final Monkla Fable. This was the mon that we kind of struggled with a lot. I had Volcarona at one point on here, had offensive set at one point out here. But this is a set that AP threw my way, and I think it could be really, really strong. So this is not for any one thing specifically. This is kind of just like another Palkia check. But the EVs aren't for anything specific. We have Moonblast, Thunderwave, Wish Protect. Getting Wish off on this team is very, very important. I kind of wanted Baton Pass, but again, I really value the Thunder Wave, and I'll be able to like switch around my team. That's kind of why I like this team so much. So just pass off Wishes is super, super helpful. We are max SPADF with a little bit of defense, but that has to do with our HP stat. Clefable's HP stat with 212 EVs puts it at 384, which is evenly divisible by 8, which is or by 16. Is that what it is? By 16, which is fantastic, because if you know, leftovers heal 1/16 of your max HP rounded down. So if you're ever able to get a number that's divisible by 16 evenly, go for it. So then I can throw a little bit of EVs into defense. That is the squad. SPATHRA's kind of the key here, but I do think early game Terapagos breaking could be really strong with like mid game Skarmory and Araquanid doing cheeky little things. With that being said, good luck having to Stal, and we battle in just about a little under an hour. And I'll see you guys then. Peace out, y'all. Okay, we are here against Stal. We know they're Terra Dark on the Kingdra, so that's what we see. Let's see what we see. Okay, interesting. So no Great Tusk is crazy, and no Heatran is nuts. Zoroark, King Gambit, Rabombi, Eliki, and it's the Torn. Okay, so I mean, I'm cool with that. No Heatran's kind of crazy to me. Palkia, which does mean I'm absolutely leading Terapagos. I just want a second to write down my team. Yeah, so Terra Dark King Gambit, which I'm totally cool with because I'm Terra fighting ESPATHRA. And he thought it would be Terra fighting, but he didn't. Like, he second guessed himself, which is cool. He told me that. Rabombi, Zoroark, Eliki. Okay, so my worry is, this game is really only the Zoroark because I don't know where it's gonna be, and that's scary to me. Tornadus could also be really annoying with Prankster, but I kind of just think it's gonna be offensive, and maybe I don't have enough of them on. Who knows? But obviously, good luck having to Stal. 2 seconds. Is he gonna be? Is it gonna just pick Palkia for him? That would be kind of funny. Hopefully, he submitted enough Pokemon. Rabombi's definitely like Shield Dust. If it is a Rabombi lead, I'm okay with that. It is Usain, so this is Eliki, so that's fine with me. Could be like Screams Eliki. I should be Terra shifting right now, which is cool. So what do I want to do? I mean, I'm gonna destroy Reggie Eliki. Realistically, I think I kind of want to set up a Calm Mind. Don't really know what you would want to go into. I kind of feel like I can just like Calm Mind a bunch in this game. So it does Volt Switch. Obviously expected. Let's see how much this does, right? Down to 310. I think that is specs. That did about 25%. Yeah, that's. I mean, I'll see exactly. Volt and like it is transistor, right? Has to be. Yeah. Damn, that did so much damage. So I am getting a Calm Mind up. Most things here look special to me. Obviously, I have trouble getting my health back up. But I don't really need Trap against this game a ton. So the Gambit comes in early. I think that's okay with me. That is surprising. It could just like go Terra Dark. I mean, where am I at? I'm at 310. I mean, like Kowtow Heart, but I have +1 special attack, +1 Spadef, and then +1 speed. Why is Earth Power doing? Oh, so I'll either like if he doesn't Terra, I do think he's gonna Terra. I think I will just Terra Starstorm. I could be faster. Oh, I'm not +1 speed. I should be faster, and I'll find out if you have speed. If they don't, okay, so he doesn't Terra, but it has, oh, that was the Zoroark. Okay, good to know. And again, Terra Starstorm off on something that's not a ghost hit. Okay, so Zoroark is Gambit. Which is fantastic to know. It was definitely that for the Urshifu. And I don't have Urshifu, so that is how that rolls, right? So what do they go in here? Like, they don't have a good mon to go in here, and nothing wants to take a Terra Starstorm unless it is a King Gambit. I'm at +1 special attack. Katana Man, I think this is the Gambit. It is the Gambit. That's hilarious. So this will chunk it. Yeah, it looks like it did about 25%, which is what we expected, a little bit less at +1 before Terra. That means it is max HP. Looks like I got a high roll for a max HP. I don't think they I do not think they Terra here, but if they do, oh well. I will just Earth Power now. Yes, and they don't Terra, so this will do good damage. Brings it down. Just goes for a Brick Break, so it'll hurt, but it didn't kill me. Does a Sucker Punch kill from here? If it's, like, they went for Brick Break? No, doesn't look like a Sucker Punch kills from here. I will just Earth Power again. Maybe I go for Terra Starstorm, but I don't have priority anywhere else. So I don't mind Earth Powering if you want to go out into the Tornadus. I could just make a prediction, right? But I really want the kill, and I don't kill with the Terra Starstorm, and I do kill with the Earth Power. So I'm essentially saying, is he gonna predict me? But you know what? If he goes Tornadus, I still do a lot. Like, you can't kill me, I don't think. Goes out into Robin. What's Robin? It is the Torn, so I could have tried it. This could be physical Torn. I mean, I'm at, what, 25, 30, 35%? So, I probably don't kill you here. Do I have Speed you at +1? Probably not. No, definitely not. So I will just Terra Starstorm and let Echoes die here. It did a very, very good job so far, I think. There's just Rain Dance. Okay. So I don't really know. It's probably for the Thunder and for the Palkia. So good to know. Okay. Fascinating. Did a lot of damage. It does have Rain Dance. I'm going to write that down. Kind of scary. Not going to lie. He will probably just hit and kill with Bleakwind Storm now. Do I have any... I kind of feel like I should keep this Pokemon alive. I can go into the Skarmory now. And I'll kill with the Brave Bird. I won't take a lot with the Bleakwind Storm, even in range, so I kind of feel like this is a solid play. And it's almost definitely Prankster. And we know Zoroark has U-turn. Maybe should have seen it physical. It is Hurricane. So down to 225. Hurricane. Oh wow, that did a lot. 333. 225 out of 333. That did about, what's that? 33%. So that is probably modest. It's either a high roll timid or a low roll modest. So I think I will just Roost now. No reason not to. I can kind of see. Well, I could just Brave Bird. Nothing really wants to take it. Actually, so I'll just Brave Bird here. Could Roost. Goes for the Weather Ball. This will probably kill, if I'm honest. No, it doesn't kill. So great. Skarmory does pick up the kill. And actually, if it killed itself, that'd be kind of sick. Yeah, this makes the. Oh, what do I do here? Oh, I didn't die. Okay. So, but that's great. Skarm kills Torn. So Tornadus is gone, which means it's only a set amount of turns of rain left. Skarmory's very, very low. Trapagos is relatively low, but I can wish that back up at some point. Well, against the Zoroark. I can also wish back up the Skarmory, so maybe that's what I try and do. They don't have any Stealth Rocks users on the board anymore. So actually, I think I'm going to try and keep Skarm alive here. I didn't know that Palkia floats. It is in the rain. Let's just write that down. Let's just put that down right now. That's actually really scary and not something I considered genuinely. So it's the rain. I do think I can just go into Black Wave here. Because that is kind of my... at least in the rain, I can take the water type hits a little bit better. And we'll have to see how much this do to see if it's Lorb or if it's Specs. Does go Scale Shot, so it's physical, but we avoid it. Kind of apologies for the avoid-ish, I guess. But knowing that it's physical is fascinating. So, again, apologies about the... wow, interesting. It could have just been Scale Shot to get speed. But really don't want to go Clef, so I kind of feel like I can go back into Skarmory now and sack it off, even though I could wish it up at some point. Kind of feel like I want to go, I think I go Skarm. Maybe I get some Rocky Helmet damage off on it. Only because Arachne doesn't do anything to this Mon when I'm not taking hits. So we'll just swap into Skarm, maybe sack it off. Hopefully they go for Scale Shot again. They switch out, actually. What do they go into? So we're just wasting rain turns, which is great. Goes into the Regieleki, so that's fine with me. We can sack off the Skarmory. We can go into the Giratina and kind of eat up a Volt Switch. I do think it specs. Really doesn't do much. I do think I am just going to sack Skarm here. I'll Body Press just for... Or I'll Roost just for the sake of it, but I do think Regieleki picks up kill with Volt Switch here. So yeah, so... Eleki kills Skarm, and that will be the last time we see Skarmory on the field for us this season. So it's Life Orb, and I missed that earlier, so glad I saw that. Great. No, horrible right now. I do think that was a rain extending Torn. I like he's still at full, Puck is still at full. Gambit's very, very low. Gambit's at like 25%. Which is very good to know. Gambit scares me much less when it's that weak. It goes now into Gojo, which is the Palkia. Okay, so that means I will go into... What does that mean I want to go into now? I mean, I could go into Moonchild, but if it is physical, right? Let's just check real quick. Palkia... Like Waterfall would be its best move if it's offensive, like physically. 31, 252, Adamant, call it Waterfall. In the rain, does that Oko the Clef? No, it doesn't Oko the Clef, and I can get a T-Wave off on it. So I think I'm going to go Clef here and click T-Wave. Because nothing here wants to get T-Wave, and you can go into the Regieleki just fine. You could obviously have like Iron Head. No, you can't. There is... does get Heavy Slam. Does Heavy Slam kill me? Heavy Slam has a chance to kill me, but probably not. So I will just T-Wave now. If the Palkia wants to stay in, great. If it doesn't want to stay in, also great. But Palkia, wow, that's a scary looking Pokemon. I also want to pull up this big screen now. So now I get the big screen. Make sure that the stream's still going good. It is. This essentially what this does is this stops. Oh, it goes for a Hyper Voice. What is this set? Oh, it's the Zoroark. Okay, I don't understand how that works, but that's fine. So if I land it, we get a T-Wave off, which is great on the Zoroark. Now we know what it is. Zoroark is paralyzed. So I can just go for a Wish here, and I can also see 288. 288 out of 384. That did 25%. Okay, so that looks like it's not even max special attack. I will just go for a Wish now. If you want to switch out, I could obviously break it. Am I faster than you now? Holy cow. Maybe it is the Palkia. What? Okay, maybe it is the Palkia. I mean, I will just protect now. What? I don't... What is this Palkia set? Scale Shot, Surf, Hyper, Voice. Does Zoroark even get Surf? Hisui? No, okay, so it is the Palkia. What? This is so weird. Hyper Voice on the Palkia. I don't understand. It is no longer raining, which is fantastic. I will just Moonblast now because I saw that I was faster. For sure, for sure. This will do a chunk to anything that wants to come in here. I'll get some lefties HP back. now that it's this, so the Zoroark isn't paralyzed. The Palkia is paralyzed. What the heck? And that means it's not speed invested, which now that means Giratina will outspeed it, which is fantastic. Maybe I should have gone for a Wish here, but nothing really wants to take a Moonblast. I mean, Rombi will get 2-code by it. I'll kill the King Gambit. I'll chunk the Katana Man. So is that the real one? It does look like it's the real one. Does this kill? God, that would be so nice. Doesn't look like it does. Does not kill. Okay. However, we did see that Terrapagos was faster than it. So I am just going to Moonblast again, right? Terrapagos was faster, so we are just going to Moonblast. Unless it wants to, like Sucker Punch won't do that much to me. What? Okay, that's a mistake. Was Terrapagos not faster than it? Am I going crazy? What? Well, that's a moment. Is this the time to get into ESPATHRA? Get a Calm Mind up. Get some Protects. This looks like ESPATHRA time. This looks like ESPATHRA time. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I don't understand. I do not understand how that was faster than me. I am just gonna go Terra Fighting and click Calm Mind now. It will be faster than it. I mean, like, things still hurt me. But I can still Protect. I do have a Citrus Berry. If it wants to click Iron Head now, I'll get my Citrus Berry up and click Protect. And that'll be faster than it. Like, Sucker Punch will hurt, but it'd also be really cool if this one switch out right now. Could also go Terra Dark. Like, I could see that happening for sure. Really, just like, I don't understand how Clefable wasn't faster there, but that's fine. King Gambit kills Clef. So they do go Terra Dark. So they're probably just going for Sucker Punches in a minute. We'll see, right? Maybe just a Kowtow Cleave. But that'll actually bring me down to my Citrus, which is great. We'll see what happens here, right? So I'll go for Calm Mind. I'll get a Speed Boost. I'll Protect next turn. This goes for the Iron Head. Yeah, so oh man, that does bring me down really low. But hopefully a Sucker Punch can't kill me this next turn. Yeah, it can't, which is fantastic. I do get a Speed Boost up. I'll just go for Protect, right? We'll get the. I mean, if he wants to Sword Stance, but it's Iron Head, Kowtow Cleave, Brick Break. No way he doesn't have Sucker Punch. And if you go Sword Stance, I don't care about it. So I'll go Protect now. Probably doesn't like break through Protect or anything silly. Sucker Punches, yeah. So I shouldn't die to a Sucker Punch here. Max Attack, Adamant, Black Glasses does maximum 50%, and I am above that, so I will just Terra Blast this turn. Should live any Sucker Punch unless it's an Uber Mega Crit. Switches out. Okay, fine with me. Looks like it's going into the Zoroark, so we'll see here. Oh. I don't understand Zoroark, but okay. So I should be, what, +3 speed now? I should Oko you. This could be Sash, but I don't think you actually kill me with anything. So I will just Stored Power now. Could be Sashing faster than you. Could also go back into the King Gambit. This picking up a kill would be nice. It's not Sash so great. Espath kills Zoroark. I do not understand how Zoroark works, apparently. I think we have potential for the sweep here, depending on what the Rabombi wants to do. And if it's not, and I think it's not Sash is the problem that we're running into. Because the Rabombi, oh, I just killed the Rabombi. Oops. Because the Rabombi living, hitting me, and then sucker punching, no, it goes into the Palkia. I mean, it's pressure. I mean, I'll just protect just to get the stored power boost up again. Let's see what he wants to do. If he wants to click sub here, great play, but I don't think it's going to sub. And if he does, fantastic play. Surf, great. So I'm now +5 speed, +1 special attack, and +1 special defense. Doesn't even look like a stored power will kill, but it will do so much damage. Actually kind of crazy that doesn't look like stored power will kill, but we'll just click it. Or, I mean, no, I won't live a surf. God, that's a scary Pokemon. I will just click stored power now. Maybe they get paralyzed, which would be really cool. Hopefully this kills. Doesn't look like it will. It does kill. Fantastic. Okay, this looks like it could be a sweep here. Espath kills Palkia. God, it would be cool to finally give Espathra the kills. I really, really tried. Didn't mean to sack the Clef, guys. Yeah, if Rabombi's not Sash, Eleki's not Sash, we know it's Life Orb. We are faster now. Doesn't look like Rabombi's gonna be Sash, or maybe it just doesn't do enough damage to me. I really don't. Oh, because I am a fighting type. So I think you're just going for a Sucker Punch now. So I'll click Terra Blast. Sucker Punch shouldn't kill me. Maybe you'll get a crit. That would be really annoying. Doesn't get a crit, so Espathra does kill. So at least got 3. Espath kills Gambit. Well done. 2 more kills for Espathra. Gets to 9 KOs. And it should be at way more. But like, I knew Terrifying Espathra was going to destroy this game because I was either hitting King Gambit super effectively before Terra or could hit it with Stored Power after Terra. It really does not look like the Rabombi is going to be Sash, which is kind of shocking to me. And I don't know what happened with the Zoroark. I do not understand why it didn't come out like that. Obviously, I just click Stored Power here. I'm hoping that it's not Sash. If it's Sash, I think I made it out of this game A-okay. Let's see if we can pick up the kill. We do. And then it looks like that is just a nice 4-0 victory for us. People were saying it was okay to allow Terra Espathra. They were like, we could leave it at 12. It's not going to be good. Vortex was dunking on this Mon. Click Stored Power. Vortex was dunking on it. Thought it would do nothing. This picked up 5 kills. Could have swept 3 weeks in a row if I played it right. This Mon is incredible. We pick up a 4-0 win against the homie Stal. Weird stats. I'll talk to him after. Thank you all very, very much for watching. My name is Matt. I'm your coach of the New England Roggenrola, and I will see you in week 4. Let's go, baby.